So today I was able to spend some time with the E21 and get a project done that is far more satisfying than it really has any right to be. But that is, I got the torsion rods in the trunk sorted. Earlier, the trunk lid would not in any way, shape, or form stay up. We've got the hinge over here. You can see right there. You've got that rod to this arm. Pushes out on the hinge, or on the stay here, and then comes up and over, across, and they're mirror images of each other. And the way mine were before is, you can see you've got the two different perches here, one forward and one rear. They're in the rear now. I guess they're forward on the car, farther away from us. And just to adjust the different tensions, I think the one that's closer to us right now would be if there was like a heavy spoiler on the trunk lid, it would keep it from staying up. But I will say right now, it does not lift the trunk when you press the button, but it will keep it up, and that's a massive improvement. But mine, you could just grab them and move them real easily between them. There was just no tension hardly at all, not a lot. And I actually swapped them. They were backwards. And so once I had them backwards, they were showing the right kind of tension on them. And what I did is, there's a slot here. I put electrical tape over it, you can see. That's got to come off. It's just temporary. And it keeps this piece in that slot while you're messing about with it, because if you just put the wrong, if you twist it just the wrong way a little bit, it'll pop right out and you got to start all over again. And then what I did is I actually, you have to twist this piece, which is sitting loose at the time, you have to twist it around clockwise if you're facing this way, towards the front of the car. And then you've got so much tension on it, you're gonna wanna have some insulated, like winter leather gloves, like something with some padding to it. And just in case something lets go. And what I did is I actually took, sorry, this light's making a little noise. I actually took and put this piece into there, and then the top part was actually loose still because I couldn't quite get it there, and it's wanting to bend this way. And as you hold on to it, and if you get your hands adjusted just right, you can leave it, put it in the second one here, and then kind of twist it up past this hook, and then with the other hand over here, just lift it up as you get it in the position. And that, for me, was the only way I could make it happen. It actually wasn't that bad once you kind of figured it out. All that scratching actually isn't me. That was somebody else in the past. And the same thing here on this side. There's no difference there. They're just like it. I put this in here just to hold it in place. You put this into the forward front of the car most perch. And at that point, it's going to be sitting in there just barely, and then this piece will be down here, and you just gonna need to push it back up under here, and then grab a hold of the bar with your other hand and lift it up at the same time. And if you can get it wedged up in there, then that holds and you're good to go. And that's really all there is to it. I'm going to lubricate this a little bit because it's definitely a little creaky. You can kind of, hopefully that'll straighten some of that out. And this one here, there's definitely some play in the mechanism, but I don't think there are any replaceable bushings or anything, so it is what it is. But then next up is to cut a piece of masonite to fit this, so that the floor of the trunk is actually solid and not, you can actually put stuff back there. And then we'll go from there. Next step will be putting the eye on it and fixing this. This is a front roundel as far as I can tell. It doesn't match the curve of the trunk at all. But a little here, a little there. Hopefully, if anyone's trying to work their magic on those torsion rods, that's the way I did it. It was any other way I think would be difficult. I hear a lot of people talk about getting into the trunk and trying to F with it, and I didn't want my head any closer to those springs than I had to have them. So hopefully that'll be helpful for somebody.